been at the valley 3 weeks now and I've already achieved mastery. With all the time I've spent inside Skull Cavern, there was no doubt I'd hit level 10 mining first. I had that in the pocket after my second dive on day 13. Thanks to the Desert Festival, level 10 combat followed soon after. Those calico statues spawned dozens upon dozens of iridium bats, and all those calico eggs. I gathered enough to trade up for 45 Woodcutter's weekly books to read my way up to level 10 foraging. Then I returned to my roots, fishing at the mountain lake, catching largemouth bass and bullhead to reach level 10 fishing. Finally, on day 21, my harvest of 900 kale was ready. After scything it all up, I hit level 10 farming. Is this what Grandpa wanted? I can't say, but either way, it's time to really master the 5 ways. Already week 4, huh? I'll start with my morning ritual of triple shot espresso and spicy eel. Really gets me moving. With my new mining mastery, I can craft 20 iridium bars into the statue of the Dwarf King, which will give me a mining related blessing every day. Today, I'll choose a greater chance to find ladders and shafts. After organizing my inventory and deciding what I need to bring with me, I'll check my mail on the way out.
Cap, I've got a new item in stock. It's called the Auto Grabber.
Sorry, Barney, but I've already found 5 from Skull Cavern. It is imperative I chop this log before warping over to the desert. I'll pick up the coconuts and cactus fruit before riding the bus back for a quick minecart ride to the mines. I began crafting heavy furnaces last night, but I'll need many more. Ideally, I'd like to smelt more iron, but need to buy more ore from Clint. He doesn't open until 9, so for now I'll smelt all these fire quartzes. Who knows if I'll need the refined quartz, but why not while I have nothing better to smelt. With my current materials, I can craft 28 regular furnaces, then 10 more heavy. I'd like to have at least 40, so my goal is 17 more. After grabbing anything I'll need at Clint's, I'll take the minecarts to town. I've got at least 2 hours to kill, so I've decided to spend some time at the beach. Ooh, an artifact spot. Jack be nimble, Jack be thick. Reading gets me a static +1 defense, sweet. And the other spot, some glass shards, which I do still need to donate.
Aye, is that Farmer Cap? I haven't seen him fishing on this here beach since his second day here.
Of course my first cast today is a sea jelly. Why couldn't I have had that luck on day 2? Oh well, my second cast is a seaweed, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Well, maybe not me. I just have a gut feeling someone needs this today. What else am I fishing for? A simple sardine. I need it for the ocean fish bundle, but it can't be caught during summer. But what the heck is this? Treasure with an ancient seed? Insane. And here's that sardine. Time to run, but I'll grab the beach forge while I'm here. Then it's time for Clint's.
There goes Cap running around again. He's probably exhausted.
Clint's gonna be exhausted after today's geode session. Oi, Clint.
Cap, I haven't even shipped out all the iridium you sold me last week.
Well, I've got more for you. 17 shards and 20 bars.
It's been hard to keep up, but here's your 64,000 gold.
You know the drill. It's geode opening time.
Here we go again. Wow. You've got some great luck finding treasure inside those artifact troves.
Ah, that's thanks to you, Clint. And here's the rest of my cash. Load me up with iron.
Okay. Here you go.
625 iron ore is enough to cycle my 23 heavy furnaces, then after grabbing my iron bars to craft 2 more, fill those up as well. Shoot, forgot the coal. Let me grab some real quick. Come on, I need 6 pieces, not 2. Ugh, what a time loss. Huh, just got a strange feeling. Odd. Anyway, when they finish, I'll have enough iron to craft the remaining heavies and some more explosive ammo. With another 2 hours to kill, I'll take a trip back to town. This time over to Pierre's.
What's that farmer up to now? Better not be giving my girl another coconut.
I knew there'd be a bulletin.
Need seaweed to enjoy with some fresh bread. Clint.
I knew it'd be seaweed.
Welcome to Pierre's. How can I help you?
Sorry, Morris, you're irrelevant. Get out of here.
Oh, it's Cap. I'll be on my way.
Thanks, Cap. I think Morris is intimidated by you.
He should be. I could completely buy out that Joja Mart if I wanted, but I'll let Joja fade away in a more natural way.
Oh, you sound like me during my old business days. Just don't let the greed get the best of you, Cap.
I won't, but I will buy a few seeds.
Bit off more than you could chew with all that kale?
Nope, I've actually got it all right here to sell you.
What? I can't afford to buy all that. Well, here's 120,000 gold.
And I will buy 22 parsnip seeds, 3 jazz seeds, and 12 tulip bulbs, plus an apple and pomegranate sapling.
That's it?
I'm afraid so. I'll be taking my business over to Sandy come summer. Hey Marnie, hey Gus, have some shards.
I'm getting some supplies for the saloon. Pierre's got the good stuff.
I just love animals, Cap. Treat them kindly and we'll become friends. I'm sure of it.
Oh yeah, I've been taking great care of Napkin. I'll be on my way now. To pay a special someone a visit. Mayor says the flower dance is coming up. I'll need to attend, and I'd be embarrassed not to have a dance partner. Haley seems like the easiest to persuade.
Ugh, I always clean under the cushions. It's your turn this week.
You're being childish, Haley. I do the vast majority of the work in this house, and you know it.
Hey, no time for arguing. Haley, I've got a coconut with your name on it.
Oh, okay. Cap, by the way. He just vanished.
Back at the farm, I've got lots of junk to drop off. I'd also like to plant down those parsnip seeds. I'll be needing 5 gold star for the quality crops bundle. Hopefully this is enough. I'll grow some tulips as well for gifts, then a couple of blue jazz for the sake of having some of each spring crop. Then it's back to the mine cards. Pam can have an iridium cactus fruit.
Gus will turn this a lot into bunny wine. Yeah, just wait and see.
Back to town, back to Clint's.
Seaweed with bread. You have to try some, Cap.
I'm alright. I don't know if my stomach could handle that. I do need to buy enough copper to craft 18 more furnaces, and I'll grab some extra coal for good measure. Then it's back to the mines, headed for the carpenter shop. Linus can have a coconut.
This is wonderful. You really made my day special.
Next stop, Robbins to build a barn.
Cap, you still haven't bought any chickens for your coop.
I will, eventually. Right now I need some wood and stone and a barn. But first, let's do a little farm remodeling.
No, don't make me move your buildings again. Cap, this layout is hideous. The customer is not always right.
Well, it is very space efficient. Gotta leave all that farmland open for planting starfruit.
Okay, I'll start working on your new barn, which I doubt you'll even be buying cows for.
I will once it's fully upgraded. That way I only make one stop at Marnie's. Alright, finally back to the mines. I'll get some iridium cooking in the heavies, then use that iron to craft 18 more. I'll get them all placed down for a total of 43 heavy furnaces cooking iridium ore. Wait, it's already past noon? I gotta get over to the desert. This is an extremely late start to Skull Cavern. I'll place a chest down here. Not sure why, but I had this really strange dream where Shane, of all people, was telling me to craft this chest and stick it right here. So why not, I suppose. Also, what the heck is this? 6 infested floors in a row. Now 7? While it's pretty quick to reset this first floor, the process still takes a bit of time that could have been used actually making it deeper. But oh well, time to lock in with all my explosive ammo. Wait a minute, I forgot to craft more. Less than 200 ammo and I didn't even bring gold ore for mega bombs. If only I could turn back time and try again. No, what was that? Got dizzy all of a sudden. But that's besides the point. I had a great start to today. My luck with fishing and finding that ancient seed was extraordinary. I'll have to make the most of what I have. Ooh, what a dive. Considering I didn't even use a magic rock candy and today was a bad luck day. Only 538 iridium ore, but that's to be expected considering my lack of explosive ammo. I was able to use mega bombs quite effectively and my treasure luck more than makes up for it. For most of the dive, I was a bit concerned. All the way up until floor 200, I hadn't found a whole lot of treasure. And floor 200 was a dud, another auto grabber and prismatic shard. But my disappointment was quickly turned around after finding 2 rain totems on the very next floor. Maybe I will have enough totems to make it rain for at least my first summer starfruit harvest. Then I found 5 artifact troves and a crystallarium. I finally found a good bat floor on floor 240, but they didn't drop a single battery. The one I found was way earlier from a crate. But all things considered, it was a successful dive. I even reached my 2nd level of mastery. But the monster floor I found myself on seems like a good place to end, giving myself enough time to cycle my furnaces. I'll take the bus back to the mine to get another round of iridium ore smelting. Wow, 227 iridium bars smelted in a single cycle. Clint's gonna shit himself when he sees this, although I won't visit him tomorrow. I need an earlier start on Skull Cavern, but I will need to make another coconut delivery.
You've been staring at that coconut for 5 minutes.
Have not
Thinking about Cap again?
He just handed it to me and vanished, like poof. Who does that?
Cap does. He's always sprinting somewhere.
But he ran all the way over to me.
That is very cinematic of him.
Do you think he'll ask me to dance on Wednesday?
The Farm King and the Flower Queen? It has a certain symmetry.
I knew it. He totally will. Oh no, I will have to break the news to Alex.
It's going to be clear and sunny tomorrow. Perfect weather for the flower dance. The event will take place in the forest, starting between 9 AM and 2 PM. Don't be late.
I'm always on time. And planning ahead. I've got a dino egg and golden pumpkin to ship, and it's very important I do. The shops will be closed tomorrow for the dance, so this is my only way of affording what I'll need for the festival.
I can't believe you've got me working in the rain. Demetrius is probably still curled in bed. I will be taking the day off tomorrow for the flower dance.
Speaking of Demetrius, he loves strawberries. My first harvest is ready, and I'll save them all for gifts. Also, a while back, he set up some fruit bats in my farm cave. Never checked on them. Oh, that's a lot of fruit. Better collect them all to make room for more. Then I'll warp over to the desert and give my friend the desert trader a visit.
It's good to see you again.
I've got a handful of diamonds and rubies for you.
Here's your spicy eel and triple shot espresso.
Then it's bussin' back to the mines. I've got another crystallarium from the caverns plus 9 more to craft, so I'll set those up with jades. Hope the dwarf doesn't mind. Here, have a topaz.
Hey, I really love this stuff. You can find great things in the mines.
Let me get another round of iridium cooking, then I'm warping back to the farm. But that dwarf reminds me, I need my blessing. I'll do ladders again, then it's off to Cindersap Forest. Way back on day 6, the wizard showed me bundles, but I never properly met him.
Ah, this is imbued with potent arcane energies. It's very useful for my studies. Thank you.
I'll make sure to not eat the purple mushrooms then and save them just for you.
Stormy days are the only time I can commune with certain elementals. I don't expect you to understand.
Okay, wizard met. Next stop is the Cave of Masteries. With my second level, I'll select Combat. That way I can start finding trinkets inside Skull Cavern. Then my final stop in the valley, my future dance partner. Haley, wake up, I've got another coconut for you.
In bed? Cap, why don't you stay a while?
Sorry, I've got places to be.
He's just playing hard to get.
The desert trader told me about Sandy, but I never introduced myself. I can make a quick stop at the oasis.
Hi, welcome to Sandy's Oasis.
Hi Sandy, just wanted to come and say hi.
That's so sweet of you. By the way, I'll be selling my deluxe D.R.O on Thursday. You just stop by for some.
Will do. Oh, and here's a daffodil.
Oh wow, nothing says spring like a Stardew Valley daffodil.
I'll see you Thursday. No more time to waste. A 9:30 start at Skull Cavern is better than yesterday, but still not ideal. With 426 explosive ammo, I should have more than enough to go ham with it today. And after already finding treasure on floor 11, I've got a lucky feeling about this dive. Now that's more like it. 909 iridium ore is a much better haul than yesterday's 500. And a casual 23 prismatic shard on day 23. 18 treasure chests to boot, or should I say loot. A few extra hours really makes a difference. Just imagine if I could get a 6 AM start. But with all my chores around town, a farmer can only dream. Though sometimes those dreams become a reality. I found 2 more rain totems today. I certainly have enough to cover 1 starfruit harvest, and at this rate, maybe even a second. Can't get too greedy now. The caverns are still blessing me with additional sprinklers, which would seem the more sensible route. But me, a min-maxer? Sensible? I think not. With every dive, I'm feeling more unstoppable. Already reached the 3rd level of mastery. Speaking of, I had found a few trinkets thanks to that combat mastery. None are game changing, so I think I'll keep my new parrot friend around. Sometimes she finds me coins after slaying monsters, chasing after the gold, just like me.
I promise, Alex. It's not you. It's me.
This is about Farmer Cap?
What? No. Well, I might dance with him tomorrow.
You really think he'll choose you?
Alex!
I just mean, we've been partners at the flower dance forever.
Exactly. Forever is a long time. Maybe it's time we try something different.
I thought we had something special.
We do. You're like a brother to me.
Ouch, that stings.
I'll see you at the dance tomorrow. I'm sure you'll find someone.
Good morning. Today is the flower dance, but I plan on arriving at the last minute, just before 2 p.m. The dwarf blessing is +1 ore, which is by far the best one. I'd like to take advantage of this bonus, so I'm warping right over to the desert and getting the earliest start possible at Skull Cavern. Whew, what a dive. Considering I only had 100 explosive rounds with such a short time window, 386 iridium ore is not terrible. Although it would have been nice to find more treasure than just an autopetter and omni geodes. Blade's map certainly came in clutch, finding ladders and shafts to make it to floor 100 by 10. That way I could spend the remaining 3.5 hours blowing up ore. But alas, it's past 1:30, so it's time to warp out of here. I'll quickly drop off my stuff, then run for the forest. Clock just struck 150. It's gonna be a very close call. Whew, barely made it, right on the dot. Now, of course I plan to dance, but the main reason I need to be here is to make 2 essential purchases from Pierre, or else I would have stayed in the caverns.
Farmer Cap. I'd call this a bit more than fashionably late.
I had a busy morning, Pierre, but I made it.
Well, good timing, and welcome to the flower dance. Why don't you buy something?
Sure, I'll need that tub of flowers recipe and rare crow.
That'll be 3,500 gold.
I'll spend my remaining cash on these dandelions and daffodils, then it's finally time to finish the introductions quest.
Whew, I'm stuffed. Hey, have you tried the red jelly yet?
Nope, only the green one. Heard it was rare.
I wish Pierre would spend this time with the family.
Pierre's probably counting the gold I gave him.
I wonder if Emily would dance with me.
Why don't you ask her? She's standing right there.
I'm nervous.
I'd be nervous too if I was going up against my own dance moves.
I like dancing, but this one's a little stilted. The old-timers really love it, though.
The heck does stilted mean?
I'm working up the courage to ask someone to dance with me.
You got this, Harvey. I believe in you.
Oh, hello. It's nice of you to stop by and talk to me.
Love is in the air, and I'm still single.
Morty looks lovely today.
Not in the mood to talk right now.
I'm practicing my dance moves. It needs to be perfect.
Did you say perfect?
I've been flower queen for the past 5 years, and I'm not ready to step off the throne just yet.
Haley, I'll be right back.
Well, should we start the dance now?
Not yet. Gotta finish chatting.
Flowers! I can hardly see them.
I've been working on these floral arrangements for 100 days. Do you like them?
Someday, I'm gonna be the flower queen.
That's not fair. Why can't I be the flower queen?
I really hate dancing in front of everyone. It's so embarrassing. Mom makes me do it.
You know what? I admit it. I really like flowers.
Frog season is really starting to pick up.
I should have brought me fishing pole.
Now this is the life, huh, kid? Sweet wine, a Evelyn book, warm air. Did I mention wine?
Excellent sauce. The green stuff is spicy. Ow. Ow.
These springtime dances can be traced back to ancient fertility rituals.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
Hey, you should know about this stuff, farmer.
Are you gonna be dancing today, Cap?
Sure am. Almost done talking to everyone.
The air smells so sweet with all these flowers.
Hi, Cap. Glad to see you here.
I wore my best shirt for this dance. This sort of thing doesn't happen very often.
Alright, I finally met everyone. Time to dance.
Was there something you need to ask me, Cap?
Will you be my dance partner?
I knew it. Or, okay then, we'll have a great time.
We'll have a perfect time.
Well, should we start the dance now?
Let's get this party started. Look at the flowers, perfect they stand without a plan. Look at the flowers, perfect in form, nature reborn. That was fun. Time to go home. You know, I haven't checked my mail in a hot minute.
Dear Cap, tomorrow we're all getting together for the flower dance.
Wait a minute. I swear I've already read this letter. How else would I have known about the dance? It's probably nothing. Old Timer probably sent the same letter twice. Or I could have easily dreamt it. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if I was a clairvoyant. Oh, look at the time. 3 hours left, but I'm completely out of coal. I'd much rather use this time to chop the secret wood stumps, since I can just buy as much coal as my heart desires from Clint tomorrow. I've got some iron smelting, but instead of filling the rest with iridium, I should have smelted some gold. I've got 13 battery packs ready to be crafted into 13 crystallariums, and gold bars are my limiting factor right now. That's not how it should be, so after farming just a little more coal from dust sprites, I'm able to smelt a few gold bars. I'll leave 30 iridium bars behind to make sure I've got no excuses not to craft more crystallariums on the next jade cycle. The other 655 iridium bars I'll bring home with me. I'll begin clearing some of this debris, then plant down the apple and pomegranate saplings so they're not on tillable land. I'll store some iridium bars to be shipped tomorrow, then ship the rest tonight. 443 iridium bars will sell for 664,500 gold. The bulk of that cash will be spent on deluxe speed grow from Sandy, and her oasis doesn't open until 9, so I've got another slightly delayed Skull Cavern dive tomorrow. But I also heard the bookseller's coming back to town, and with requiring so much coal from Clint, I've got plenty of chores to fill up my time. 20 minutes remain. Everyone else is probably in bed right now, getting a good night's rest after the flower dance. I know this festival was my only chance to purchase that recipe in Rarecrow, but it also brought me closer to all the townsfolk, especially Haley. Although the mayor dismissed us rather quick, didn't get a chance to talk. And I noticed Alex didn't dance. I wonder if he's alright.
Alex, dear, you barely touched your dinner. Are you feeling alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just not that hungry.
You always love my roasted beets.
Beats me.
George?
What? I'm trying to lighten the mood. Is this about that Haley girl? Saw her twirling around with the new farmer.
Maybe she's better off with him.
Now don't you say that. You're a wonderful young man.
She's just dazzled by the new kid.
So I'm the backup plan?
If she's smart, she'll realize what she's missed out on.
Sometimes people get distracted by something shiny and forget what's been right in front of them all along.
I'm gonna go get some air. Thanks, Grandma. Thanks, Grandpa.
It's partially cloudy with a light breeze. Expect lots of pollen.
My only allergies consist of cowboy hats and turbans from Skull Cavern, which I'll have to delay waiting for Sandy's Oasis to open at 9. I'll need more money at Robin's tomorrow, so I'll ship 212 iridium bars and some other junk, which should be more than enough. My parsnips are ready for harvest, and I know exactly which 3 are gold stars. The rest I'll save for tomorrow in hopes of getting more gold quality. The dwarf blesses me with another +1 ore bonus today. Thankfully, I'll have way more time to reap the rewards. I've got a bit of time to kill clearing farm debris to make room for my upcoming summer starfruit. I'll chop this oak tree in specific for 2 acorns, leaving the other, then heading on out. I'm still playing the waiting game just a bit longer at the mines, then hopefully timing my trip over to the bookseller so I'll end up at Clint's store precisely at 9 a.m.
Greetings. Here to buy some more books?
Sure am. Get me all you got.
Here's the price catalog. Old Slitherlegs and Way of the Wind Part 2.
I'll read them right away.
Very good. I also recommend the Book of Stars and Combat Quarterly.
Sounds good to me.
I'll trade you some fairy dust in exchange for that Book of Stars. Sniff it and tell me no.
Alright, you convinced me. And I'll take a Monster Musk in return for the combat book, then be on my way. Speaking of books, I recall a raccoon hiding one way back here, the alleyway buffet. Not that I'll be digging through the trash much more, but hey, why not? I do have a few things to drop off at the museum. Oh, Gunther, I've got a dozen donations for you.
Oh my, 78 total donations? You've discovered more in this month than I have in my entire career.
What can I say? Clint's been real lucky with those geodes.
Don't forget your rewards. This Rarecrow too. Legend says if you collect all 8, you'll be blessed with the ability to craft the ultimate scarecrow.
Thanks, Gunther. I'll take the crystallarium now as well, but leave the rest for later. Next stop, Clint's.
I ordered more coal just for you.
You're the best, Clint. I'll take 3 stacks.
That'll be 449,550 gold.
Damn, Clint, you know your numbers. With that, I'll return to the mines, grab some iron bars, and use that with the coal to craft 800 explosive ammo. Should last me a couple dives, then warping to the desert and heading for Sandy's oasis. Ahoy, Sandy, I've brought you another gift from the valley.
Thanks. That shady guy in the back? I'm not supposed to talk about it. Anyway, what's the weather like in the valley?
Oh, it's been behaving. I'd like to buy 1600 deluxe speed grow, please.
Sure thing. For 1600 deluxe speed grow, that'll be 1,280,000 gold.
Damn, Sandy, you don't know your numbers, but thanks, I could even afford some extra. Goodbye, Sandy, and hello, Desert Trader.
I knew you'd come. I'd had this magic rock candy ready just for you.
Sweet, time for Skull Cavern. I'll leave my deluxe speed grow in the chest here so I have more inventory space. I'll have to come back for it sometime before the 1st of summer. A 940 start here gives me way more time to take advantage of the +1 ore blessing. No excuses. 800 explosive ammo, plenty of gold for crafting mega bombs, and 23 staircases to skip any annoying floors. Paired with a magic rock candy, this is sure to be a good one. And a good one it was. The extra ore paired with the candy's luck helped me find way more iridium ore than usual. 1,406 compared to day 23's 909. Let's not talk about that treasure luck though. I found 16 chests, which seemed like a lot, but having used a magic rock candy, that increased luck should have brought me more today than on day 23 when I used no candy. Not to mention the troll shaft on floor 99. Weren't any real exciting finds either. No rain totems, no crystallariums, and no battery packs. Hopefully tomorrow's dive is a bit more generous. I could get an extremely early start at 6 a.m. if it weren't for Pierre. His birthday is tomorrow. How do I know that? I don't even remember checking the calendar, but I guess that's all it is. Unless there's something larger at play here. I feel like I've got memories of all the townsfolk. Things that haven't actually happened. Unexplainable knowledge. Memories of all except for Key. That's the one I can't wrap my head around. And somehow Key already knew who I was? It has to be more than just by knowing my grandpa. But it can't be healthy dwelling on this for too long. I've got one final treasure room with a shaft dropping me to floor 362. I'm content with my 1400 iridium ore. That +1 bonus was honestly the key.
Mr. Key, the farmer bought over 1600 deluxe speed grow.
1,600? That would sustain nearly 4,800 starfruit across summer.
That's a lot of starfruit.
More than I projected.
I'll need more seeds!
I'll work on the orders tonight. This farmer's reaching farther than I anticipated.
Is that not a good thing?
It just means I have more to prepare for.
The spirits are in good humor today. I think you will have a little extra luck.
I control luck. Like with these parsnips here. I'll harvest another 2 today. Both gold stars. What can I say? I've got an eye for quality. Normally I wouldn't pick up a daffodil, but it's directly along my route, so might as well. Then I'll smelt as much iron as I can before crafting 11 new crystallariums. I'll set them up when the others finish. I'll squeeze some iridium in the remaining furnaces, then warp back to the farm. I'm gonna chop this oak tree in particular as it's ready to drop 2 acorns. The others won't, so I'll have to wait until I can get 2 from them. After cycling the crab pots, I can't forget to bless myself with another +1 ore today. Then it's back to the mines. I found myself once again waiting for shops to open. With all my spending, you'd think they'd be more accommodating to my schedule, but whatever. All I can do is make the most of my time while I wait. And what's this? The swashbuckler hat? Sweet. I'm one step closer to becoming a true pirate. The iron's done smelting, so I'll cycle the furnaces with iridium. Then it's off to Robin's. Wish she didn't live so far from the mine's entrance. Ahoy, Robin.
Let me guess. Already here for the big barn, without any animals.
You got it, but first give me 3 stacks of wood and 11 stacks of stone.
Cap, that's 250,000 gold.
I've got it right here.
You're lucky I'd ordered more, just for you.
You're the best, Robin. Now, move something for me, please.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just my pet bull so it's out of the way.
And how about that big barn upgrade?
Of course. And you best bet I'll be back for the deluxe.
I'll be counting on it.
Have a nice day. What a lovely lady. Too bad she's married. Oh well, I'll use some of that stone to craft 50 staircases. Or you know what? Make it a nice even 69. My crystallariums are done with jade, so I'll collect those and place the new ones down to begin replication.
Hey! This is my home! What do you think you're doing?
Here, have a jade.
That doesn't mean...
I'll even buy your safety manual.
Woo! It'll take months to read this epic! Well, here's the master that...
Already done reading. Thanks. Next stop, Clint's. Guess what I'm here for today?
To upgrade your pickaxe?
Wrong. Try again.
Open some geodes?
One more try.
You want more coal, huh?
Ding, ding, ding. You got it.
You sure do buy a lot of coal, Cap.
How do you think I'm smelting all that iridium? Speaking of, it's getting late, but I forgot a birthday gift for Pierre. Ugh, gotta go all the way back to the mines to grab him a prismatic shard. What was that? Must be dissociating. Regardless, I gotta focus. Sprinting to Pierre's shop.
Farmer Cap, I thought you were taking your business to Sandy.
Not all my business. Happy birthday, Pierre.
Wow, that is one shiny rock. I love it.
Seems like everyone does. Well, have a good day. Oh man, a 10:50 start at the caverns is not ideal. Wait, why am I stopping at the desert trader? I have no business here. What a time loss. There's that feeling again. It felt like time was trying to reverse itself. Too bad it can't. I'd love to have a redo of today. Could be so much more efficient. But then I may have never found my new swashbuckler hat. Maybe I can still have an amazing skull cavern dive. With the +1 orb bonus and a magic rock candy, I'm ready to go all out. 1,621 iridium ore. More than 200 when compared with yesterday's dive, with an hour later start time. Makes me wish I could roll back time and have a do-over of yesterday, but despite my insane luck and apparent clairvoyance, not even I can turn back time. It'd be a miracle if someone could, but I'm happy with today's miracle dive. 1,600 iridium ore and 24 prismatic shards is a new personal best. Honestly, I think the biggest factor was using my crafted staircases more generously. Not only on monster floors, but any floor that didn't have good iridium to blow up or a fast ladder down. Blade's map was very helpful in deciding which ones to skip, so I ended up using 40 of my staircases. That's a lot, but with Staircase Sunday coming up and all the jades I've gathered and replicated, I can count on trading for at least 100 more staircases. Not only was the ore haul great, but the treasure luck amazing. 28 chests with some pretty great finds. Ignore those cherry bombs, but 2 battery packs, 12 sprinklers, 15 farm totems, and all those omni geodes and gems, not too shabby. And of course, 2 more rain totems. With 9 back at home, that's 11 to my name. With a few days of natural rain in summer, this has to be enough for 2 harvests, and I'm not stopping Skull Cavern dives anytime soon. At this rate, I can confidently say I'll have enough to make it rain the entire summer. Screw sprinklers, so much extra work and a waste of space. I'm not sure how the townsfolk will react to an endless summer rain, but it's not like they can stop me. Nothing can stop me. I've reached the 5th and final level of mastery. Grandpa would be proud, but the farm's in my hands now. My momentum just keeps building. The only thing slowing me, the inevitable force of time. The clock strikes 2 a.m. on floor 406. I'm ready for a good night's rest inside the caverns, dreaming of iridium ore and prismatic shards.
Dad, is that a prismatic shard?
Oh, yes. The farmer gave it to me.
What a thoughtful birthday surprise.
It is awfully shiny. You know, these fetch quite a high price.
Pierre, you aren't thinking about selling it, are you?
Mom's right. You can't just sell a gift that's meant for you.
I'm just saying, the farmer probably found dozens of these. It's practically loose change to him.
It's possible, but he still went out of his way to give one to you.
Right. Cap's got a crazy schedule. You should keep it, Dad.
I suppose you're right. If he was turning to Joja, he would have done it by now.
The spirits are very displeased today. They will do their best to make your life difficult.
Daily luck? Irrelevant. Luck is in my hands, although it's going to be a very late start to Skull Cavern today after all my chores around town. First, my cauliflower, strawberries, and tulips are all ready for harvest, but like with my parsnips, I'll only harvest the gold star qualities. Tomorrow I'll grab the rest. For now, my furnaces are waiting. A dandelion along route? I'll pick it up, but this is the least useful of the spring forage, as the other 3 are each loved by someone. I'll cycle my furnaces with iron and gold, since I've got 5 hours to kill until Emily leaves her room. Then it's out to the mountains, but no trip to Robin today. I'm actually just grabbing these wild horseradishes. I'll grab the leek up by Linus as well. Too bad I didn't bring a better gift for him, but he does at least like wild horseradish.
Ooh, that's a good find. I'm always happy when eating wild food. Thank you.
There are 2 more horseradishes in the backwoods that I'll grab, then warp to the farm. Yes, it would have been a very short walk, but every second counts. I've got more than enough farm totems from the caverns to use them whenever I can. Both oak trees here drop 2 acorns, and I'll make sure to replant them. Still unsure if I'll be crafting any kegs, since preserves are way easier to craft, especially since I can just buy those materials from Clint and Robin. But wine would sell for way more than jam, so I'm a bit tempted to at least keg some of my starfruit. But that's way later on. For now, I'm finishing clearing the farm debris so I'll have plenty of space ready for planting the starfruit on the first day of summer. Then it's off to the woods. Hardwood is a resource I can't just buy an endless amount with all my gold, so on these chore days I better take advantage of the stumps here. And I found 2 morels. Good, I could use some morels. Next stop, the Cave of Masteries. Along route is that day 3 fishing chest, and I actually have the inventory space to pick up all that junk, so why not? Wouldn't want anyone stealing my stuff now, especially Lewis.
What is Cap up to now? Has he already reached? No, couldn't be.
Ooh, another horseradish. I won't need these spring onions, but what can I say? I'm nostalgic. And what's this axe? Oh, Robin's name's on it. I'll get that back to her eventually. Right now, my final trip to the Cave of Masteries. I've maxed out on XP and get to grab the 3 remaining. Fishing Mastery for the Advanced Iridium Rod, Challenge Bait Recipe, and the ability to find golden fishing chests. Farming Mastery for the Iridium Scythe, Statue of Blessings Recipe, and the ability to find golden animal crackers. Foraging Mastery for the Mystic Tree Seed Recipe, Treasure Totem Recipe, and the ability to find golden mystery boxes. I feel Grandpa's hand patting my shoulder.
My dear Cap, I couldn't be more proud. You've come such a long way.
I feel like I can almost hear Grandpa.
You've been told this a great many times now, but alas, your path to perfection has only just begun.
I know Grandpa wants me to be perfect.
Anyone can achieve perfection when given enough time. But my grandson, you have just 115 days.
115 days to reach perfection? But what does that mean? How do I measure being perfect? Grandpa? I bet Key would know. But having no clue where to find him, I'll have to worry later. For now, I'm warping to the desert for a quick path out of here. And hello, Desert Trader. I've got a whole bunch of Omni Geodes for you.
Here are your 7 artifact troves and 23 warp totems.
Great. It's not time for the caverns just yet, but I will grab the deluxe speed grow I'd left and bring it home. After warping back to the farm, I can't forget to get a blessing from the Dwarf King. A greater chance to find geodes is the best choice here. My chests are really getting full. I think I'll craft a 3rd big chest. Much better. After dumping my stuff, it's off to the mines where my iron and gold are done smelting. I'll cycle my furnaces with iridium, then bring a bunch of geodes over to Clint's.
You're back already?
Yup, and I've got 271 iridium bars for you.
Oh my. Cap, you'll leave me broke. I haven't even shipped out your last batch.
Don't worry, I'll be giving all that gold right back to you in a bit. And here, have a topaz.
You always give me the cheapest mineral as a gift.
But you love it just the same. Alright, it's geode opening time.
Why, that aeronite is the final piece of the mineral assortment. Outstanding work, Cap.
Again, thanks to those geodes and artifact troves.
It seems you've also found every artifact discoverable from those artifact troves. You'll have to put in a little more effort for the remaining donations.
Is that true? I'll find the rest when I find them. Gotta drop off a load at the mines and return right back to town. This time heading for Pierre's. Oh, hi Abigail. Have some spicy eel.
I seriously love this. You're the best, Cap.
Then I'll check the bulletin board.
For girls only. I need wild horseradish. You know what it's for. Keep it a secret, okay?
I'm afraid I don't know what it's for, but regardless, I have one with me. Shane, take a salad.
Not a fan of grass, but thanks.
And a shard for the mayor.
Wow, this is my favorite. Thank you.
Now I gotta find Haley. There she is.
Oh, that's exactly what I needed. I'm so happy.
Alright, I'll be on my...
Wait, Cap. I haven't seen you since the dance.
Well, I can't give you more than 2 coconuts in a week.
Sunday started a new week.
Not on my schedule.
Well, maybe we
Anyways,
could...
I should keep moving.
Cap.
The kids can have some gifts while I'm around. Got a shard for Jazz.
Wow, thank you. You smell like grass.
Snail for Vincent.
Wow, thank you so much. This is terrific.
And an emerald for Penny.
Thank you. I really love this.
Dang, I should have brought more shards. Didn't think I'd be running into this many people. Well, at least Caroline likes salads.
For me, this is such a thoughtful gift. Thank you.
Same with Jody.
Thank you. This makes my day really special.
Evelyn does as well.
Oh my, it looks wonderful. That's very kind of you.
Then, for the most important gift today. Hi Emily, I've got a topaz for you.
Oh, you remembered my birthday. Thanks, Cap. That's really nice of you. I like making my own clothes, but it's not easy to get cloth.
It would be if I took the time to clear all those mummy floors I've found. Oh wow, it's already past 2. Time really does fly, but I still got plenty of time left for a lucrative skull cavern dive. With such a tight time constraint, I can't complain about today's haul. Only 657 iridium ore and 14 prismatic shards without much noteworthy treasure. But hey, I've now got 6 auto grabbers and 7 auto petters to my name. But again, my focus was on the morning chores and I was able to get a whole lot done. And I've still got an hour left. It's a good idea to use it for smelting. I'd rather save passing out inside the caverns for all out days. I'll warp back to the farm, drop my items off, then head for the mines. There's just enough time left to cycle my furnaces with iridium ore, though I wish I gave myself just a bit more time to grab all the crystallarium's jades. Been a while since I passed out in these mines for a good night's rest in preparation for tomorrow's big day.
Emily, why don't you head home early tonight? Celebrate your big day.
That's sweet, Gus, but I think Haley forgot anyway.
Your own sister? I doubt that.
She's been a little distracted thinking about Cap.
I can't blame her. That farmer's pockets go deep.
Gus, it's not about the gold. He seems genuinely kind, although I'm sure Haley's loving the coconuts.
And he didn't get anything for you?
Well, he brought me a topaz today, but he teleported away before I could properly thank him.
That sounds like Cap. Always moving.
Surprise! Happy birthday, sis!
Haley, I thought you forgot.
As if. Yeah, I've been a little distracted, but I'll never forget your birthday.
Is this what I think it is?
Shh! Not with Gus around. But yes, wild horseradish.
Oh, we are absolutely celebrating tonight.
I wish... Never mind. Tonight's your night.
Greetings. It is I, the Queen of Sauce, here to teach you a new mouth-watering recipe from my secret cookbook. This week's dish, omelet. This is such a simple dish, but so often done incorrectly. A perfect omelet is a thing of beauty. It's a pure golden angel of gleaming egg, and I'm going to show you my secret method.
The only egg I'm concerned about is my parrot egg.
Ahoy, Farmer Cap.
Willy, what brings you here this early?
I saw that fancy parrot of yours, and wanted to give you a word of advice.
Oh, and what's that?
Well, I heard you earned over 2.25 million gold. Now you can upgrade that parrot of yours.
And why would I want to do that?
Right now, your parrot is level 3. That's a 30% chance to drop coins. Craft yourself an anvil, reforge it to level 4, Increase the mods to 40%.
That doesn't sound like much a difference.
Aye, now it don't. But this parrot will stay with you for the rest of your time here. So might as well make the most of her, eh?
Fair enough. I left my iron bars at the mines. I've got a few things to take care of before heading there. First, grab the geode blessing and pick up the statue. Next, grab my fancy iridium scythe and harvest all my crops while removing the sprinklers. Then I'll place the statue of the Dwarf King inside my house for those days I plan to warp to the desert first thing. Then I can pet my cat, grab this dandelion, and ride the minecarts to the mines. With my 50 iron bars, I'll craft an anvil, place it down, and use 3 iridium bars to reforge my parrot egg to level 2? That's not right.
Greetings. It is I, the Queen of Sauce.
Omelet? I feel like I've already learned this recipe. Oh well.
Ahoy, Farmer Cop.
Willy, you're here early.
I saw that fancy parrot of yours.
I know. Sorry, I just think you've already told me about reforging her.
Lad, I never. But if you say.
I plan on it today. Thanks for stopping by, Willy. Something strange is in the air today, but after taking care of my farm chores, I arrive at the mines to craft the anvil and reforge my parrot to level 3.
Greetings.
I've already watched this episode. What the heck?
Farmer Cop, you feeling okay?
Hi, Willy. I'm alright. Thank you for the parrot advice, but you best be on your way now.
I'll, take your word for it.
Alright, farm chores done, anvil crafted, reforged to level 2.
Greetings.
Ahoy!
Level 3.
Greetings.
Ahoy!
Level 1.
Greetings.
Ahoy!
Level 2.
Greetings.
Ahoy!
Level 3.
Greetings.
Ahoy!
Level 2.
Greetings.
Ahoy!
Level 4. Level 4? Level 4? Level 4? Level 4? Please, 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 end this nightmare. I don't even know what's reality anymore. Okay, I'm still here. I think it's over. I said before I can't control time, but it seems like someone else can. Oddly enough, to my favor. But who or what chose me and what do they want? There's no use dwelling anymore. I need to lock in right now and execute the rest of my day flawlessly, or else I'm afraid time might turn back. Oh, hey, sorry, spaced out a bit there. It's not like you used this space anyway.
You might want to avoid the corner!
Is this why I have these unexplainable memories of everyone? Well, everyone except for...
I made sure to stock up on your staircases just for you.
Oh, hello. Thanks. I've got 156 jades for 156 staircases. Okay, focus hard. It's Skull Cavern time. I can't mess up. But there's some coconuts. Haley loves these. Wait, why should I care? The flower dance is past. Oh no, this is time taken away from the caverns. Time, please don't... No, stop. I won't let it. I want these coconuts. I feel stable. Let's keep it that way. 1,368 iridium ore on a bat luck day with no magic rock candy. That goes to show how just a couple hours earlier of a start can impact the entire dive. Combined with using 53 staircases to waste no time on floors, I can only imagine if I had a +1 ore bonus today. But I am satisfied with today's treasure finds. 3 battery packs, a crystallarium, and a rain totem. Not to mention the level 4 parrot egg after already reforging my first. And surprisingly, I'm holding on to 7 energy tonics. With tomorrow's tilling, I might be able to make use of them. I'm hoping to fill every tile of tillable land with starfruit seeds. Since the rain gods will in fact be following me throughout summer, I won't need to waste any time with sprinklers. It will certainly be challenging planting almost 1,600 in a single day, but I have to, and it seems like time won't let me fail. Day 2 of summer is a +1 ore day, and I plan to make that my best dive yet. Everything circles back to pushing myself further. Grandpa believes I can achieve perfection, so I know I will. 115 days is all I have. 87 remain. There's so much left to do, but I'm proud of what I accomplished so far during these 28 days.
Good news, everyone!
Magnus, the door. We discussed this.
Doors are such limiting constructs. Regardless, my crystal ball has revealed a most intriguing vision. The farmer, Cap, destined to restore the old community center to its former glory.
You don't say!
Cap's already earned over 2 million gold.
And he's not slowing down anytime soon.
I remember his first week here. Fresh off me fishing trip. Never seen a lad pull that many perfect catches.
Or reach the bottom of the mines that fast.
Or slay at least 999 of the monsters.
I'm still stunned over how fast he repaired that boiler room. Then the vault too. I barely had time to update the town records.
Ah, yes. With the aid of the Junimos, but even destiny bends to the seasons. His progress will stall until winter.
I wouldn't count on that.
Aye, that boy's got a habit of outrunning limits. But I'd best be on me way now.
Was my invitation lost?
Key, everything is under control.
It is? A little bird informed me he'll be planting 4,800 starfruit this summer.
4,800?
What? That would net at least 4 million gold.
You know we can't interfere.
Interfere? I would never. I simply observe.
Ah, the tides. Sometimes they move the way you expect. Sometimes they don't. And when the tides start acting strange, there's usually someone pulling the moon. Key, what game are you playing?